Hi everyone, and welcome to You Remind Me with Marcus and
Jade.
hope everyone is having a good New Year's. I know it's early, like we're filming on the 2nd, so it's very, very early into the new
You
year.
should we not say Happy New Year, guys?
Well, we'll say Happy New Year because it's the new
Yeah.
year, isn't it?
Happy New
Yeah,
Year.
even though it still don't feel like New Year.
No, it don't. It don't.
But I'm being positive. I'm being positive. But how are you?
Yeah, I'm all right. Do you know what? I ate my grapes underneath the table.
Okay. What did you mean by that? I didn't understand that. Is that
So
like
do you
a
know? Have you not seen this like TikTok thing? It's like all these people. They like you go under this table at midnight and then you eat your grapes and you talk your intentions into the grapes. But then it's actually got quite
Oh,
scary
okay.
afterwards because I've done it. But then loads of people say you shouldn't be doing that. You know, it's like Spanish witchcraft.
Oh, is it?
But it's like not Spanish witchcraft, but it's like we would class it as witchcraft, but it's not actually witchcraft. It's that the
Oh.
people that it's a Spanish tradition,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
and the people that do it, it's like it works because it's their bloodline and it's their tradition.
And they,
Do you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
then if you do it other
It's
that
almost,
you're
I
not
don't want to
in,
say witchcraft,
yeah.
but it's like
But
it
to us, it would
runs
be
in their
class.
blood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it would be class
yeah,
as
yeah,
witchcraft, but it's
yeah,
not actually witchcraft in anything bad. It's just that if you're
yeah.
not in the bloodline, it doesn't work. But then
Is it almost like voodoo,
no,
if you
it's
know what I
like I
mean?
think it's more. I don't know. I think it's more. You know, like how different families have different traditions. I think it's probably started from like one. I've not looked into it this deep, but
Yeah,
I think it's
yeah,
probably started
yeah,
from one family. But then I think because that one family is obviously that family, and maybe I know they had like a spiritual person that had like spells or something,
yeah.
whatever. And now, if you're not in that blood, like people are saying, I this is allegedly. I don't think it is because I was like, if it is, there's a whole hell of us a lot are gonna have shit here.
Oh
There's a
God.
lot because even like grapes will run out everything like
Oh, like people
people
literally
are
go
on
and
it.
oh, I've
Yeah.
never heard of this.
Yeah. People have been on it this year. And like last year, 'cause I saw
Oh,
it last year, but I didn't do it last year. Remember,
yeah, yeah, yeah.
2023? God, I said, this, I said,
Yeah, let me do
anything I
it.
can do to make it
Let me
better,
do anything.
anything.
Yeah, yeah,
I'm doing
yeah.
anything. I was like, I'm not like, because I do loads of traditions on like New Year's Day and like New Year's
Yeah.
Eve. Like, I don't wash on New Year's Day, like wash
Yeah, I
clothes.
heard about this.
Yeah.
Like, you're not meant to wash clothes. You're literally
Clean.
meant to just
Yeah,
relax.
you're not meant to
Yeah, because
clean.
what is it like? If you do washing, you're washing away. You're
A
like
loved
you're
one.
in. Oh, is it a loved
A
one?
loved
I
one.
thought it was your intentions for the year. There's
No, and that's
something.
if if you like wash up and like you clean the one and you
Oh,
sweep and stuff like that.
yeah. You're not meant to clean
Yeah,
or
chuck the
do
bins
if
out.
you're. What was it? If you do DIY, then you'll always be fixing something
Yeah,
for the rest of the year.
yeah.
I was like, wow, I didn't do any of that. I said, let me
No,
just chill
I just
out.
sat. I literally just sat.
Yeah, I watched film and I chilled the hell out. I said, no, do it tomorrow, even though it was burning me because
Yeah,
the
same,
bin was overfilling.
same.
And I was like, oh my God, I need to put this bin out. But I said, no, leave
And I
the
had all my
bin.
laundry there, and I was like, I'm just
Yeah.
literally living in squalor right this
Yeah, this is
moment. But I
the
was like, it's all right.
thing.
It's only a few hours,
Yeah,
and you
yeah,
can do it
yeah.
tomorrow. But I
Yeah.
was like, I'm not risking it. I was like, after
Yeah.
last year, I'm
Imagine.
not risking it. I'm not doing it. After 2023, I'm not risking it. But
Yeah.
if I'm honest, I woke up on like New Year's Day, even though I was like tired and I was just mooching around,
Mm.
but I felt a lot more positive about this year than I have any time recently. Do you know what I mean? I just
Yes.
thought like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
this
yeah.
is your time and you're the only person that can change everything that you wanted to change. So just
Yeah.
go and do it. And if it don't work,
It doesn't
we'll
work.
figure
Yeah.
it out at the next point. But
Yeah.
put every single focus and effort and everything you want this year, and
Mm.
it's gonna come to you.
Yeah.
That's literally what I thought. And
Yeah,
then
that's the best way to do it.
yeah,
Like, put it out there, and that's the only way. Like,
yeah.
I was just recently learning about the different chakras and the way to like do your affirmations. So you could do affirmations from like it starts going rising up your body,
Okay.
like, and then you go to heart affirmations, then you go to the throat where you actually speak it into existence, and then you go to the brain where you're like, my brain is
Ah,
like you compute in your brain to then say I am gonna be wealthy, or like, and then you like,
yeah.
do you know how you say it in your voice? Like, I'm, I feel like I'm speaking it into
Into
existence.
existence,
Yeah,
yeah.
my heart is telling me that I am gonna be like that kind of thing. I was like, oh, so like. Some people are doing affirmations, but they're not really doing it strong enough. So
No.
this is what I was saying to myself. I was like, I need to get into doing it
And
strong,
actually
strong, strong.
believing and
Yeah,
actually
and
putting
because
it.
maybe because I'm doing it at the moment, but I'm so far away that it's taking its time to come to me,
Exactly.
even though I am saying it every
Mm-hmm.
day, but I'm not saying it in the right way. So I was like, oh, okay, now I understand. And then I got gifted, well, not gifted for what's it called? Secret Santa. I got tarot cards.
Oh, nice.
So I was like, right, this is now me. I'm gonna look into the tarot cards and really teach myself. So that's another thing I'm gonna be doing this
Yeah.
year. Like, just it's just a nice little education, isn't it?
Yeah,
Like,
nice little thing.
yeah, I
Oh,
thought, yeah,
I'm in the identity shifting part of me right now. Have you
Okay.
heard about that? You know, like to
No.
manifest. You know, if there's a certain kind of life you want, like
Yeah.
you've got to kind of shift your mind to be like, I'm already living that life. Do you know what I mean? So
Oh,
you
are
you
you?
shift
Yes,
your
I know what you mean. Yeah, yeah,
identity
yeah,
into
yeah,
being like that. So it's
yeah,
like, oh, so this person that actually currently living the ideal life. What do they look like? What do they wear? What do they
yeah,
smell like? What do they like? What do they do in their free time? What do they? All of this. That's what I'm
yeah.
currently doing. That's what I'm going to get my hair done. I'm going to get
That
my
kind of
nails
thing.
done. That's why I got my wax just before.
Just yeah. So
So
all
it's
of
like
these
all of
things, you're
these
just
things.
like,
It's like,
I can. Well, this is what I was doing as well. Where say if you pay for something and you're like, oh, did it? You pay for it and you feel like you're broke and that's your last
yeah,
20. You just say, no, I'm rich. I can afford it.
yeah,
Just
exactly.
that's your
That's your
mindset. You just got to be
mindset.
like, I'm rich, I can afford it. Every time you pay for something, then
Money's
what
coming
you know, yeah,
back.
money's coming
Money's
back.
coming
Money's
back.
coming back. You
Yeah,
don't. I that is the last thing I like to worry about anyway. Is money because it
yeah.
does always come in. I'm like, I can't have sleepless nights about money. There's more shit going on in the world than money, if you know what I mean. But
Exactly.
I don't know if that's because where I live, my rent's a reasonable price, so I never really
I
worry
think, do you know
about
what it is? I
that.
think it's a
And
mindset, and only certain people, like not only certain people, but not a lot of people have that mindset. Because I have that mindset as well.
yeah.
Whereas I would like, mm, this isn't me saying I've got loads of money, but I'll just go and spend like £100 on random shit.
Oh God, yeah,
Do you
yeah,
know what I
yeah.
mean?
And then I
Because I
feel
know that,
so
but
elated.
I
I'm
know
like,
that it's coming back. So it
yeah,
doesn't never like in
yeah,
my head. It's like it's all right. It's coming back, and
yeah,
then it does come back, and it's like
exactly.
And the days when I say that I'll be like, oh my god, I'm skint. I'm like, you're not. You just can't go to
Yeah,
Zara. Like, do you know what I mean? You can't just go
that,
shopping.
yeah,
Like that, you're not skint. You
that
just
is the
can't go
thing.
and do your
Yeah,
random impulse spending.
yeah.
That's you're not skint. There's actually people out
But
there that are
even
skint.
just go and window shop if you feel like, oh, I
Yeah.
need to do it. But then you end up paying spending that hundred
Do you
pound
know what I do?
anyway.
Do you know what me and my cousin were doing? Because we were like, when we feel like a bit low, we want to shop, and then the shopping makes you feel so much better.
Yeah.
But we were like, just keep it in the bags. Shop, go and spend all the money, keep it in the bags, and
Oh
then the
yeah.
next day take it back.
Even though you don't take half of it back.
Once it comes out of the bag and you try it on, it doesn't go back.
This is the
But
thing.
if
Yeah.
you do it like that, it's like you spend that money, but then you're like, all right, cool, my refund's coming back anyway. So I've
Yeah,
spent the
yeah,
money,
yeah.
it's made me feel good, but the refund's coming back.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like when you buy stuff from ASOS and all those kind of places, like you've got that 30-day return. So that's why it's bad, especially with bloody Kalana. I said, I'm not using Kalana again because you just pay for everything and
Ah,
you can get 200, £300 worth of
I
stuff and you've
fucking
not
hate it.
had to pay for it.
No.
And then you're just like, okay, then you send it back and you've never seen that money. So
Yeah,
it doesn't
exactly.
even matter. So that I just stopped kind of using ASOS unless I really, really like need it.
Yeah,
Then I will use
that's me this year
ASOS.
as well.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not impulse spending because I do it too much, and I just like when I was going through my wardrobe like this over the Christmas, like, oh, what can I wear? What can I wear?
I bet you got bear
And I've just
shit.
got so many clothes and like
Yes.
so much shit with tags on. I was like,
Yeah.
but every time I'm going out, I buy something new. All I've got to do is sort out my wardrobe so
Yeah.
I can actually see what's there, and then I'm fine.
Yeah.
I don't
I
need
don't know.
more
Is
clothes.
that a girl thing?
Mm.
Like you just buy, even though I do buy clothes for stuff, but then maybe I don't. But because I live with a girl, I have seen over the years the amount of clothes she's brought into this house, and it's now like spreaded into other rooms and other people's wardrobes.
Yeah, because there's
Like,
so much.
yes,
Yeah.
literally
Yeah.
so much clothes.
My
And I'm
wardrobe's about
like,
to break.
how?
I don't even
How have
know.
you got, and then so much shoes, and then you've got the audacity to walk in the house with more bags.
You're like, oh, I got a parcel coming. Another fucking
With the
pot.
same color top that you've most probably got in the bottom of your drawer.
But because they're not sorted out,
This
you
is the
don't know that
thing.
they're there. That's why I was like,
Yeah,
in January at some point, I'm going to go through my whole
yeah.
wardrobe and be like, all right, this is what needs to go to a charity shop. I'm never wearing it. This needs to, I
But
can sell
that's
on
the
Vinted.
hardest, isn't it?
And
When
then
you
this is, yeah.
when
But,
you have to give that bag to the charity shop with the tag still on it, you're like,
oh, that's my
wow.
Vinted bag though. When it's still got the tags, I
Oh,
put it on
okay.
Vinted.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But you got to be careful now because Vinted is now sending information to HMRC.
I don't get it. I see this
This is
earlier
yeah,
and I was like, I
yeah,
don't get it. So either way, even if I'm on benefits, even if I'm a millionaire, whatever, I've already bought that shit. Most
this
people
is the
that
thing,
something's
isn't it?
on Vinted, it's already bought. It's not like you're trying to sell for
Yeah,
profit. Like, even when you are trying to sell for profit, either way, you've still bought it.
yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And you're probably only getting another £20 profit or
But
whatever
is
it
there
is.
people on there who solely have a shop on there? If you know
I
what I mean?
don't know because I don't know if you can do that on Vinted. I know on
Oh,
Depop you
okay.
can.
Oh, I
But
don't
I
really
don't
use
know
those
if on
things.
Vintage you can actually have like, I buy from China on AliExpress and then I put up loads of different things and it's drop shipping. I don't think you can do it on Vintage. I think it
Oh,
has to be
okay,
because you have to
okay.
send it within a certain time and you have to. do all this stuff.
Oh, what they give you like a proper time frame? Like
Yeah,
you've
so
got
like,
2 days to
so
send it.
someone buys from me now, it'll be like, all right, you've got, I think it's about a week.
Oh,
But do you know what I
okay.
mean? It's like,
Yeah, yeah,
right,
yeah.
you've got to send it by the 9th of January or whatever, and then
Oh,
you have to send it by then. Otherwise, the person just gets automatically refunded, and then you get a negative review because you haven't sent the parcel.
so it does. It works
Yeah, but
in.
then
Yeah,
I don't even get like, when they're saying like Etsy and all this stuff, I'm like, most people that are on there aren't making much more than a few £100 extra than what they might be getting from
yeah,
their benefits or whatever. It's not
yeah,
like they're like, oh my God, I'm making money, and they're not like,
yeah,
and either way, if you're making that money, even if you are on benefits, you have to declare it because it's coming into your bank.
yeah. This is the
So
thing.
you
You
have to
do.
declare it because
Yeah,
it comes into your bank. So even if that is, oh yeah, you've made £300 this month, they will
yeah,
know about it anyway because it comes. All
yeah.
they've got to do is ask for your bank statement, and then they'll see that
This,
it's
yeah, and
coming
then they'll
from
be like,
there,
"Brr," and then
and
boop,
then that's
boop, and
it.
you're gone.
Do you know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah,
It's
yeah,
nothing. It's nothing
yeah.
major. These aren't big, massive companies where like someone's sitting at home and they're getting £500 universal credit, but then they're making fucking two
Grands.
hundred grand
Yeah,
on Etsy. Do you
exactly.
know what
Yeah,
I mean? If
yeah,
they
yeah,
were, why would they want to be on universal
yeah.
credit? Do you know what I
This
mean?
is the thing. Yeah.
Like, what are you even doing? There's people out there like with big, massive companies that are avoiding tax, but you're coming to these little people just to
This
get
is, I don't understand it. Like, why are you coming for that little pence when there's people out there who are avoiding billions of
billions,
pounds, billions of
right?
pounds,
And
and you
you're
like,
coming to someone
but you
that's
want to come to the small people who are living in that little 2 bedroom house or whatever.
right.
Like, sorry, we did it, but like, go
But
for that
but
big
even
company
then,
over
it's like
there.
what? So I'm
Yeah,
probably all they're doing is making the extra bit of money that their wages haven't gone up, nothing's gone up,
yeah.
blah blah blah. So now people have had to get these little side hustles and which they're good at and whatever, and they can sell because their
Mm.
wages haven't gone up, and that's all they're making is a difference from where their wages should have gone up. That's
Yeah.
it. That's
It's
literally it.
it's a really different like world now where everyone kind of has their own business, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, and something
Like
they're doing.
this is what
Hmm.
everyone's doing is like we want to make our own business, we want to be our own bosses. Like
Yeah,
I don't know if that would have happened if we didn't have lockdown. As much as you know how it got so accessible for people to just be like,
yeah.
let me just okay, then
I'm
obviously
at home.
yeah, I
I've
can
got
make
yeah.
this, I can do that, and then like Etsy and stuff like that didn't come. I'm sure that's not very old. It's
No, Etsy's
no.
quite old.
Is it an old? Oh, I didn't
Etsy's
really know
quite,
about it until like
but it
lockdown, where
used
everyone was like, I use Etsy. I was like, oh, okay.
yeah, it used to be very, very much like because obviously I've always liked crafting, so I
Oh,
know
okay.
it's
Yeah,
not. I don't know
yeah,
how old, but it's quite old. Been before lockdown and all this
yeah.
stuff. But it used to be like people that were just like the normal crafters, that like the people like me that just
Yeah.
like crafting. They're
Like
just
just a
like
nice. These are homemade
yeah,
gifts, basically. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
But now
yeah,
it's like
yeah,
everyone, like anyone, which is
yeah,
fine. But you can make whatever,
mm,
whatever, whatever, and then there's a lot of like digital products that you can make, which is
yeah.
good as well. But
They say that is the best way to
yeah,
like
because you could
passive
just
income. Is
yeah,
just like you. Is it through? Look at me giving everyone the secrets. Is it through Printified? Then you do it through Etsy, and then it just sends. You have to make the image,
yeah,
obviously,
yeah, yeah,
and then it sends it to Printify, sends it over to the people. You've done nothing
yeah,
but take that money and been like,
exactly,
cheers, thank you.
which is
I
really
should do
good.
something like that.
Mm.
We're looking to making a like a logo and shit like
It's good
that.
though. It is really good,
Yeah.
but it's just like, oh, fuck off, government, fuck off.
Oh,
Taking people's little pennies, fuck off.
this is the
Everyone
thing.
just stop paying. I see it on TikTok this morning actually, and someone was like, just stop paying card, just pay cash because if you got cash,
Yeah.
it's untraceable. Stop
Yeah.
paying card. Stop putting card.
But then
Pay cash
we're such a card
because
kind
you'll be
of
forced into
like
it.
yeah.
They were like, when you get paid for your wage, take it all out your bank account and pay cash. That's
It
what you
is
need
a
to do.
sensible way. I think that's why everyone's now because it's the January that
Yeah.
everyone's now doing that 100 what is it called 100 what's it called envelope challenge elephant challenge imagine envelope challenge, and where you just literally you put you 1 to 100 and then you put in say for 14 you put in £14 and whatever £50 and
Ah.
go like that and it adds up to 5 grand.
Oh,
So you can do
nice.
that in a couple of months if you're good and you're like, okay, I came from the shop, I've got £3 here, let me put it in the three
Free
pound
bag,
thing,
yeah.
and then oh okay, I got a fiver here, let me put that in the fiver. Oh, I got a little bit of extra money from that. Let me put 40 quid in there. Like
Yeah, yeah,
as long as
yeah.
you don't touch it, then you're good. Because I did try and do it last year and then I just kind of fell off the bandwagon. But I saved a lot of money from doing that
I
and
might
just like
try that.
leaving it at the side. Had 100 envelopes, just like bam, 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 just putting it in. Was like strict on myself every week, and then I must have counted it, and I must have had like over a grand by the time I was like when I stopped doing it.
Doing
I
it,
was like,
yeah.
why didn't I just carry it on and
I
then
might
just,
try that.
yeah, because it's just, you know,
Mm.
anything, any kind of change, like obviously it has to be a pound and above,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
but like any kind of like shrapnel you've got, like put it in there, just bam, yeah,
That's it. Because when you get
yeah,
coins now, like I get coins and they're just like I just put it in a kid's box because
this,
they've
yeah,
got money boxes everywhere. I just like if I see a coin, I'm just like, oh yeah, chuck it in there
mm,
or chuck it in there. They you just
they will do
they'll
something.
figure
They
it
can
out. Whatever.
take a pound and have a sweet or
Yeah.
whatever. But yeah, but
But-
yeah, that
Anyways,
was.
what was your New Year's?
Oh God, we didn't even get to that. Oh God, because we're just talking about everything. Mine was fine. I had the parents round,
Oh
so
yeah.
it was the first year of having the parents come around, which is daunting, but then it was quite nice. You know, when you're kind of like, I need to set up the house right. That's why we've got a little
Everything
table
has to be
here.
proper.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're just like, let me make sure I got the drinks in. Let me make sure I got in enough food. Especially, I find with parent, all my mum thinks about is food.
Really.
She will eat and she'll be like, oh, what we're gonna have for dinner? Or what we're having for like mid eating. Mid eating. And I'm like, Mum, you don't always have to think about food. But she's like, no, but you know, I'm not well. And I was
That's
like,
active planning though. That's
but not
planning.
always constant food.
Yeah, but
Every minute
she
I was just like,
planning.
girl. But yeah, it was fine. We had drinks and chilled out. But I didn't, you know, when you chill out too much that you get a little bit bored. That I
Oh
was just
yeah.
yeah, and then because my mum doesn't really walk too well,
Mm.
that I couldn't even be like, come on, let's go to the Boxing
Go
Day
for
sale.
yeah.
She just made up an excuse for everyone. Was just like, oh look, the weather. The weather
Oh.
was fine, like,
I'm
but
sorry, that is
she
something that I
didn't
would
want to
do.
leave the house,
Yeah, that is
so
very
we
much
just stayed in, had drinks. Did we? Oh, we played a few like card games,
nice.
and my dad was very unwell for the whole of
Oh,
Christmas, like
really?
big vomiting.
Oh
Like he
no.
didn't even eat Christmas. I made Christmas breakfast. Sorry if you can hear that, guys. It's like windy as hell, like
Yeah,
hurricane outside,
I know.
and the mic's as sensitive and just picking it up. But we will keep going. But yes, it's big, windy.
Gotta be careful in this weather, you
It's, I
know.
know you could get
What
just
happens
flung
if
down.
something just
But
falls
what
off
if
the
you're
what's it
elderly and
called?
you're there on your little scooter or something?
Elderly? What about us? What if a slate just falls off the window? Like a slate
No,
just
that is
falls off and
true,
you're walking, it
innit?
goes.
Like Final Destination.
Yeah.
Oh,
Now watch me. I'm gonna be
oh,
walking in the middle
innit?
of
This is looking up, and you get knocked down. Oh god!
Yeah,
But yeah,
no.
yeah. My dad wasn't very well, so he didn't eat for the whole Christmas period,
Oh
and like
no.
felt sorry for himself. And but he just literally was just. I'll be chatting, and he'll be like sleeping,
Oh.
fully asleep. I said, "Oh, he's not well, is he?"
But something's going around at Christmas
Yeah,
though,
there
weren't it?
was, but
Yeah.
luckily none of us got anything,
No, yeah.
so we were fine. We just carried on. We ate and enjoyed, and then it came to New Year's, and now we're on the second, and
Yeah.
we're recording. So
Recording.
there's not really much more to say.
No. I
Yeah.
spoke to my waxing lady about this though. And
Okay.
she was like, because I was like, everyone this Christmas is just like, I haven't taken down my tree, but I've had the intention since Boxing Day, but I
Yeah.
actually haven't taken it down yet because I just procrastinate. It's me.
Yeah.
But everyone else is just like, my tree's down.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that
Yeah.
today because I almost wanted to do it before New Year's
Yeah,
because I
that's what I
was
was gonna
like,
do.
I want
Yeah.
it to be bare, I want it to just be New Year's stuff,
Yeah.
no Christmas tree there, but I just didn't
And they
get
just
around
didn't
to
do
doing
it.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like everyone was like, Boxing Day, tree down.
yeah.
Everyone was just like,
I
get it
think
out,
everyone
get it
had
out.
enough of Christmas
Yeah,
this year.
this year
It was
just
just
like
like,
get
just
over and done
get
with.
it done.
Yeah.
Apart from maybe if you had kids, maybe you were sick of it, even having kids. Just
I think
like,
once the day was over, it was just like, it's
yeah,
done.
like
It's just
what?
done.
It's so bizarre how we do this, isn't it? Like you put up a tree for like X amount of days
Yeah.
for it to then come back down, and then
But it's like for one day.
yeah, literally
Which is
for
why I said
one
this year
day.
I want to travel over Christmas period. So
Yeah,
once they
I
finish
said
school,
this
I
to
want to go away.
myself.
Because I was like,
Yeah,
for one day, I was like, everything I've spent, like from decorations to food to presents to everything, that's nearly probably close to about a grand, if not
yeah.
more. Do you know what I mean? If not
Like
more.
if you put in the front, and then if you just say we're going on
Going on
holiday,
holiday.
all I can bring with me in the suitcase is maybe one, two
Yeah,
presents
just little,
each,
yeah.
and have a couple of presents. Go to an all-inclusive. You
Right.
don't even have to cook the dinner.
And
You
if you
don't
go to
even
like
have.
Dubai, they don't actually like celebrate
That's
Christmas
yeah,
Day, do they?
yeah,
So
yeah,
it's still Christmassy because they've got the trees up and stuff.
yeah,
But they don't celebrate Christmas Day. So I was like, we can go to a water park on Christmas
yeah.
Day. We can go
And
to a theme
Dubai's
park.
cheap,
Yeah.
like to fly to, but then it's expensive to be in. Like
Yeah, but if you guys all
yeah,
inclusive, you're right.
fingers crossed.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But
thinking.
yeah,
That's what I'm
But it's
thinking.
very strict as well. But then if you are in your hotel, you can do kind of like what you want.
Yeah, when
But as
we
soon
went,
as you leave,
yeah,
have you been before?
yeah. So we
Oh,
went
okay,
with the
yeah, it's weird,
kids,
isn't it?
and it
Like,
was fine, but it was at the airport. Like it was like, oh, like I had to wear like a ring because
oh,
it
to
was
say that
like,
you're,
yeah, like so. No
oh,
one actually said anything, but we
yeah.
had different surnames. Like obviously we got different surnames,
Oh,
stuff like that.
okay.
And then they were like just like looking, like just when people like looking at you. They didn't say
Yeah,
anything, but they was like looking like, I don't think they would say anything if you're not married.
yeah,
But I think if we were there like being like affectionate and shit and blah blah blah, like oh my god, yeah, come marry
yeah,
me, like which you wouldn't do anyway
yeah,
because
that's,
you're
yeah,
stressed from flying with
yeah.
those fucking kids. But
Go on.
do you know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
but it was fine. And once we were in the hotel, it was like, God, I was drunker than anything. Their portions. I don't know if it's because they don't drink.
They're just,
They're oh my God, I was drunk like every day.
yeah.
And I had a nightclub in the hotel,
Oh,
everything. Yeah,
yeah.
which was all inclusive as well. So you go to a
Mm.
nightclub, you're there. It's like, wow.
I was lucky the last time I went. I stayed in the Versace hotel.
Oh, cute. Who
It was,
took you there?
don't worry. No, I did, I did a gig. So they took us to the Versace hotel. We only had to, we did like a Motown gig, sang a couple of songs. Like, we were there for like 7 days,
Yeah.
did one day of work. They're in Versace dressing gowns,
Oh,
slippers. The floor was Versace. We were there in swimming pool. We're there drinking. Like, it was, and then they even gave us per diems as well. So they gave us money to spend. So I didn't have to spend a thing. I didn't pay for no flight. Had money they gave us, and nice room, and it was the Versace hotel. I said,
my
that's the way to
God.
do it, though, isn't
Anyway,
it?
so
Like,
if,
let someone else pay for you.
guys, if Marcus's ex show, if you need someone here, I'm here.
Yeah. Well, I haven't worked for them for ages now.
Yeah,
That was
reach
like a good
out.
compliment. Yeah, I should be like, hey, you're
Yeah,
doing Dubai again or somewhere else.
yeah.
But
Speak of
yeah,
my friend sings as well.
I've like got another friend. You come in.
Oh
Oh,
God. But yeah, I think
yeah.
that was our week
Yeah, our
ish.
week and well, our
Yeah.
week in between Christmas and New Year's.
And we're back for New Year.
Yeah, we are
Yeah.
back.
Mm. Don't forget, guys, you can find us on Instagram if you want to get in touch at you_remind me.
And also don't forget to
Send
subscribe.
us a DM, starlings. We'll always get back.
Love ya. So, the news of the year so far, like we were literally 2 days into it, and have you heard about Japan? It's all Japan.
Japan.
Like, so, Japan had an earthquake,
Oh
which
God.
was 7.6 on the Richter scale, which I don't really know the what
What it
that
means?
means,
No, I don't
but
know
it was
either.
big. Like they're sending over aid and all this kind
Oh
of stuff.
God.
But with them sending over aid, another aid plane hit a charter plane, yeah, and killed the people who were going to help. And then the plane obviously landed and burst into flames. Yeah, this is all what's going on in Japan at the moment. I was like, what the hell is going on?
God.
Like, give Japan a break. Like they said, oh, happy, but it's. I don't think it's their new year yet, is it? Their new year comes. Is it February or March?
No, that's
When yes.
Chinese.
Oh, was it only
That's
Chinese New
Chinese
Year?
New Year.
Oh, yeah,
I don't know if
yeah. I don't know if
Japan
Japan followed
does
the
that.
same
Yeah. I
thing.
know Chinese New
Yeah,
Year's.
it's a little bit
Yeah.
later on, isn't it? But yeah, like they're
Oh
not
my
getting a
God.
break at all, and they're saying like thousands of people have died from the earthquake, obviously, and
What?
only like oh, I say only, but like 6 people have died from that plane crash, which
Yeah.
is good, but
But
still,
it's still
like,
six lives.
yeah,
Yeah.
6 lives that have gone. Like, it's crazy.
I
But
don't.
I was even thinking, like, what would it be like if in England we had an earthquake? We are not ready for that shit. We're not taught
Don't
anything
we
about.
can't even do
Uh,
rain. When it rains too hard, the trains are down.
d-
Can you imagine if there was an
Well,
earthquake?
that
My
happened over
God.
Christmas, didn't it? With the Euro tunnel that flooded, so no one could get to France.
Oh yeah. Well,
Yeah,
actually, I didn't actually see that. I just saw someone
yeah.
putting up. Why don't they just use the Ebbsfleet, no Ebbsfleet International, and then someone
Oh,
else was just like dumbass, same fucking
so
tunnel. Yeah,
you
that's
fucking idiot.
fucking idiot.
Oh
No, that's all I
god.
know. But I don't really pay attention to news. I
Yeah.
think, oh God,
I
I've
don't
got
know
too many
why.
heart palpitations in my
Mhm.
life anyway. I don't need any more.
I love a little bit of news now. Like I feel like I'm turning into my dad, where he will watch that 6 o'clock news, or like if the
Really,
news is on, I'll just leave it on. Where before I'm flicking. I said no, I
I,
don't need to know about no news,
I
but
flick
I
it.
love it.
I
I
hate
love
it.
a bit of news. I'm like, okay, let me keep up with the world, see what's going
I just think that
on.
the news is not. It's just not. What's the word? Not like.
It's always sad.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
like balanced enough. Do you know what
Yeah.
I mean? There's not
Yeah.
enough good in it.
There's never real like there's obviously we always talk about TikTok, but there's the TikTok channel which I can't remember the name at the moment, where she only does good news. Which
Oh,
that's what we
that's good.
need. We need like
Yeah.
a balance of
Of
stuff.
like good and
Like,
bad. You see, yes,
yeah,
we know that there's bad going on in the world, but there's
yeah,
also a lot of good going on,
yeah,
and there's also a lot of people that are doing well and helping people and doing all this stuff. So why can't we just focus on a little bit of that sometimes? You
yeah.
know, like add
But
that in.
that's never news, is it?
No, and it's
That
like
no,
that
good
should
news
be
is
news
never news for
because
people. Like we always want to know about the bad news. Like there's other news that's been going around, like with the little boy on Primrose Hill. Did you hear about that on New Year's Eve?
oh yeah, the one that got
Yeah,
stabbed.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I did see
Like,
that, and it was like oh the first person to get stabbed in a New Year or something.
yeah.
Yeah, I was
And
like
then they were like, "Oh yeah, his parents are just gonna get a phone call saying your son's not coming home now for the new year." I was like, "Wow,
wow,
these news channels are just going in. Be a little bit more sensitive.
right.
You'd be a little bit more sensitive.
And it's
Like,
scary because do you know what it is? It's like as parents or as people, so you end up then sheltering yourself or your kids or
yes,
whatever,
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
that generation then turns into a kind of like sit at home generation because they've
yeah."
been sheltered so much, and then
Or
it's like
sit at home, or they hate their parents' generation
yeah,
because my mum doesn't let me go out.
yeah, oh
Do
my
this,
mum,
yeah,
my
yeah, yeah,
mum,
and like, oh, I hate her. I actually hate her. Next minute, writing in book like burn book,
yeah.
like Mean Girls. Like my mum is a fugly cow.
Oh, if
Imagine,
I fucking saw that, I'd just be like,
imagine if you went in the room and what would you actually do? Would you just rip up the book?
I'd be like, you're taking the piss. You're taking the fucking piss. You think you look like that because of your fucking dad? You look like that because of
Oh,
fucking me.
there you go.
No, that's not ugly, but you
Oh,
know. But either way, you
yeah.
look like that because of me. Because of me. Then
Oh, I hit a nerve,
I would
didn't
be
I?
like, go look at your fucking nan, yeah? No, I
Oh
wouldn't say
God!
that.
Well, you
But
went into family there.
yeah, do you know what? I need to stop
I
because
know. Let's
when
just move on.
I get angry, you're talking about people's mothers,
No, I
like
know. Oh
they talk about
God.
mine. I'm like, excuse me.
And then, yeah, you're like, excuse me, bitch. Whose mother are you talking about? Whose mother?
Who's mother? Oh yeah, no.
God.
But yeah, I don't know. Do you know what my news is? Which I just heard it on the radio, and it was like, do you use Uber?
Once in a while, but not that
See, I
often,
don't use Uber. I
anymore.
only use Bolt really, but I can't.
Mm.
It's because I got banned from Uber, but not because of me.
Oh, okay.
It weren't me. I didn't get banned. My account got hacked, and
Oh,
then they
really?
just never let
Oh,
me have another account. But anyways, did you know like when you're not getting like when you know when like I don't know like you're here, I'm here, and I'm trying to get a cab, and
yeah.
every minute they're cancelling, it's because your score might be too low.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
didn't
yeah,
know
yeah.
that.
Yeah, because certain, like, little fucker drivers they get to vote you as well. So if you're shit in their car or if you vomit
Oh
in
my,
their car or anything,
where's my phone? Let me
what?
check my Bolt. Let me check
Yeah,
my
check
Bolt
your
rating.
bolt and see. I don't know how you do it. Let me check mine. But yeah, they can give you one, like how we can vote them or whatever
I
it is,
never even
rate
do
them.
it.
Yeah, I just skip it.
Yeah,
Like,
so do
but
I.
it really does help. But yeah, I think mine is like 4 point something out
Oh,
of
I'm
five.
4.79 on Bolt.
Oh, there you go. So you
So that's
would.
not that
How did you
bad.
find it so quick?
It's just at the top here.
Oh, mine's not there. Oh, account.
Account.
Oh,
Go to.
I'm lower than yours.
What are you?
I'm 4.57.
And what have you been doing in cars?
I don't do anything.
What?
Maybe I fall asleep.
I don't know. I
That's
talk a lot of
that's all I
shit. I know
do.
that. I know that. I talk a lot of shit.
Sometimes I talk, but I don't not that often.
No.
But at least you're in the fours. Like imagine if you
Yeah.
had three, you're not
Yeah,
getting no
no one's
rights
picking you up from
whatsoever.
nowhere.
Yeah.
And the thing is, living this side is that when you go into central London, you're not too bad actually. But when I go into central London, I only get cabs that are coming back home that will take me because they're like, I'm not coming all the
Oh,
way out
that's the thing. Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
they're not getting fares
Yeah.
like, around that
Yeah,
area.
because you're a little bit too far out that
Yeah.
people want to use
Do you know what I
Uber to
mean?
come a long way.
Yeah, or they're
Yeah.
like even around there, it's like most people like they just got lifts or whatever. So it's like no one really
Yeah.
gets a cab home from when they're out.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
there's nothing even around there where they can be like, oh, at least I can go from here to here to here to here and get
That's
cabs
the
around
thing.
here. It's
Well,
like,
we're here where I am. Like you can go
yeah, so
like
you can go
Elephant
back to Lucia,
Castle. You
yeah,
can go back those
Peckham that
places,
way.
which
You
is
can go
quick.
everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah. Yeah.
but yeah, that was my little bit of news, which wasn't even news. But I was
No, I
like,
know.
yeah, like, yeah, I don't even know what else we could talk about. What else should we talk about, Marcus?
No, I don't know.
I don't
Usually we
know.
can just chat and chat and chat. I just feel like we've got it's so early in the year that we haven't even start. I don't feel like I've started the year yet
No,
because of yesterday being like the first. I didn't do anything to like report back. So like today's been the first day. So like I've gone back to like my swimming. I'm just like doing me and trying to. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just to come down from not doing panto anymore. I've got a few gigs this month as
yeah,
well, but it's just waiting around for that and. I'm trying not to stress myself out or anything, but
oh, that's it.
I also want to do some like radio presenting. So I think I'm gonna yeah,
Cute.
I think I'm gonna do some volunteering at a radio channel. Don't know yet. I'm just
Why
gonna
don't you try? Or do you know where hospital
No,
hospital
oh no, I
radio?
can't think of anything in a hospital.
Yeah,
But you
but
have to start
that's
somewhere
what a
in
lot
it.
of people
Yeah.
started out. Because I remember when I went to what is it? What's the word?
Hospital.
No, college.
Oh.
The word was sitting right there, and I was about to say it, and then I forgot it. But yeah, when I went to college, I did media, and at one point, I wanted to be like a radio presenter.
Okay.
And then because I was like, it seems so fun, like it just
Yeah.
seems really fun. And then the teacher was telling me that a lot of people get started in hospital radio because it's like it's a
Oh.
lot less pressure, it's a lot less
Yeah.
everything, but then you still learn the whole
Yes, yeah,
what
yeah,
is it
yeah.
like the
No, there
job
was
industry.
someone interviewed me for Panto for Riverside, which is Battersea. I think that's like their local radio station.
Okay,
Like they're free,
yeah,
like for local people. And then the man got in touch with me
mm,
actually, and he was like, "Get in touch with me next year." But the way they do it, I think I need to read into it a little bit more. But they literally not start you from the bottom, but they show you everything. So
everything
you
about
can.
it.
He was like the girl was saying to me, she was like, you can either be a news reporter, you can have your own little segment, or you can have like you are like for instance for myself she was like you could maybe do like a musical theatre section or like
Nice,
something like that, but they will always talk you through it and help you and teach you all of the stuff. And she was like, this is where like a lot of people have come, like you were just saying,
yeah,
come from to go on to other
other
things.
things,
So
yeah,
like I'm not gonna say I want it to go on to other things, but it's just another skill that I don't know because I'll go into that radio room and be so blind, like I don't know what I'm
yeah, that's
pressing,
it,
like
yeah,
what is going on here. I know obviously how to use a mixing desk, but a radio mixing desk is different from.
that's it.
Do you know what I mean?
And
So
if
it's
you're
just another
like
skill, and it's still in my bubble of performing, if you know what I mean, because you are still performing.
yeah, it's still part of that.
Yeah,
What is that? Performing arts? Is it
yeah,
performing
like
arts?
performing arts kind of
But that's all a whole
creative.
creative,
Yeah, kind
yeah,
of creative
creative kind of
world.
bubble.
Yeah.
Oh, that will be
Yeah, I just
fun.
thought it would be something
Yeah, I think you
nice.
should do it. I think
Even
you
though
should
I
redo
have to
it.
volunteer at the beginning, but like you have to do these kind of things. And I did
That's
say to
it.
myself, I was like, I need to volunteer once this year for
I want to do that as
something.
well.
Like even because I'm in and out of charity shots as well. I was like, maybe I could do it, but then I was
No, I
like,
won't. No,
no,
not a
I, don't,
charity
I
shop.
said maybe not a charity shot
I
because
want
this
something that's
is
going to
something
actually like
fulfill
make
you.
yeah, and make a
Yeah,
difference a little bit. Like,
yeah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Like, I
yeah,
know, but in the charity shop you are, but you're not. Like, you're just in a shop. Do you know
yeah,
what I mean? Really.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I want to do it with kids, maybe.
That's true.
Like
Yeah,
something only for a day. Don't get me wrong. I'm not doing this for
yeah.
like fucking weeks. I can't work with kids.
Or
But
could you do? Oh, well, that would be weeks then. I was just like, if you did some chaperoning or something like that.
oh no, I
Well,
don't
you
want to be
wouldn't,
around them that much. Jesus, I just want to work. Do you know what it is? Because I was like, you know, like my kids, right? Like they're. I know that my kids are loved, and I
hmm.
know that they get a lot of love from everyone that's around them.
Yeah.
But there's kids in this world that don't have that at home,
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
that makes me really sad.
But
So
then
it's
you
like
can't be someone else's mother, if you know
no,
what
but
I
it's
mean.
kind of
You can
like
show them that love for that hour.
that's what I mean. But then
Yeah.
it's like even if like
Yeah.
I don't know if I can be in like a vicinity with them and I don't know like we do a bit of crafting and stuff like that,
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
then that kid
Yeah.
goes home and that they just know that at that day they had such a good day and yeah they might go home to shit,
Yeah.
but
But
in
they
their
had a
head it's like
really
I
good
had a
hour.
really good hour or two and I really enjoyed myself and I really did this and I really just forgot about everything that was going on in home.
Mm.
That will make me feel better that that child can actually feel better for it, even if it is only a section of their day.
Yeah.
It will just make me feel
Is
better
there
for
like a
that.
church hall near you or something like that that you that kind of stuff like you saying doing crafts
I don't
evening
know,
like you because they
maybe.
always like in church halls there's always something going
Yeah,
on, isn't there?
but then I was like, if these parents, like these are the parents that,
Sorry, this wind is
yeah,
bad.
it is
Yeah,
bad.
it is bad.
Um, the parents that are the parents that aren't giving love and maybe neglecting and stuff like that, are they actually going to take their kids to these things?
Yeah,
So it's more like, could I get into like the kids' school or something like that? Do you know what I mean?
yeah,
And do it in like the school because I was
yeah.
like, as much as all the kids in their school and all the parents look absolutely lovely,
But
you
if
never
you
know
put
what's
the
going on.
word free, in
Yeah,
front of it, then people would.
that's
Do you
it.
know
And I've
what I
got my
mean?
CRB check and all this.
Yeah.
Was it what is it? DBS now, wasn't it? Like,
Oh, they
boy,
changed
you know,
it.
when you can work with kids.
Oh, I thought it was just you need your CRB.
Yeah, is it
That's it. Is it
CRB?
just that
I
one?
think it is
Maybe you
CRB.
might need something else
Yeah,
now
and then
because
you've got.
yours.
I've
Yeah.
got that because you got the extended one to be able to work with children. So I've got that, so I
Yeah.
could actually work with children, all that. And it's like I could just do it for a few hours and like once a month or whatever, just a
Yeah.
few hours and just do something
One
like that.
Thursday evening, you're like,
Yeah,
okay, from 6 till 7.
and that's it. And it's like if
Yeah.
you can just that little bit of help, that little bit of
Yeah.
just
Just something.
niceness in someone's day can
Yeah.
be really good.
And the kids, oh my God, that little out. But they might not say it out loud, but they feel so like,
Yeah,
oh my God, I
you see
felt
their little
so
face and you feel
good.
that, see
Yeah,
they're
yeah,
like, oh,
yeah.
you
Yeah.
sugar.
Yeah. And you're just like, it's all right, darling. Come
Come
back
home with me.
next month.
Just come home with me. I will love you for a ride.
Next minute, adopting
Next
child.
minute, adopting every single child. I'm like, I ain't got no space for this.
Oh.
It's just.
Oh, so random. I was thinking about this. When was it? Yes, no, 2 days ago, whenever. But it's going back on money, but it's so funny. When you fill up your tank and stuff like that,
Oh,
and it
petrol.
like, yeah, with petrol,
Yeah.
I find that money is like invisible. It doesn't really, it's not anything like, you might put 20 quid in, but you don't care about that 20 quid.
Oh yeah, because
Like,
it
do you
has.
know what I mean? It's just,
I feel like it's
a
because it's one of those.
necessity,
You
isn't
have
it?
to do it.
Yeah, and I
Otherwise,
was
your
just
car
like,
rate's
it's so
running.
weird that you just, like, even if you have to really fill up the tank and you're like, all right, I'm putting 70 in, like, okay, I've just paid 70 quid for petrol, but you don't blink an eye because you can't get a refund, isn't it? So,
Yeah, that's it.
so
Yeah,
you just literally like, okay, that £70 gone.
gone.
But if on anything else, you're kind of like, like I find myself, if I really like something, even it could come down right down to like some aftershave which might be like £100,
Yeah.
I would have to really think about that and be like, right, I'm not just going to impulse go and buy that £100 aftershave.
See, I'm the opposite.
Or would you just
If
impulse
I
that?
want it, I just
No,
buy
because
it.
I know if you could spray it twice in the place. I like to try it out, walk
Yeah.
around and see if it lasts me. And then if I really think about it and I say, I can still smell it, I'm going to go and buy it. So at the moment, I've got one. It's cheap, actually, this one. I should have just picked it up from Zara. But all I can think about is this aftershave. But there's no Zara near me. Otherwise,
No.
I would have had 5 bottles by now. But it's only cheap. But that I need to go and buy that. That
You
just
go and buy it.
reminded
Yeah,
me.
that's it. Go and get it.
I need to go and get that and be like, fuck it. But yeah, I was just going back on that. Like, it's so weird how petrol. I was trying to think of something else that you do. Like, would you almost say travel? It's like it's under the same bracket, though, isn't it? Like
Yeah, well, I
using
fucking
your
hate
Oyster
paying for
card.
travel.
Like, I don't know. Well, eating. You don't really like. Say you said you went shopping. Like,
See, food shopping, I don't.
yeah.
But if I get takeaway, I do. Like, the second I'm
Okay.
eating that takeaway, I think, why the fuck
Fuck,
have
did
I
I
just
just-
spent
yeah.
£20 when I've
When
got
I've got
everything
X
in
amount in the
I've got everything to make it at home. Why the fuck have I just spent
But
£20 in it?
why would I want to stand in front of that stove and cook?
I'm actually deleting all my apps. Actually, that reminds me, I need to do it today. I'm deleting all my
Do
food
it.
apps because have you got Monzo? You have got Monzo, haven't
Yes. Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
And they did the wrapped up. You know how they're trying to be like Spotify? Don't
Yeah.
do that to me next year because I'm not doing it because you're out of order. Don't do it to me next year.
They
'cause
showed you everything that you
what
spent.
you spent the most on.
And then didn't they say like you're in the 1%
Yeah.
of and
Of
like
highest spenders.
yeah,
I had
of around your area.
71 transactions on Just Eat.
Oh my
71. That's
God.
more than once a week. 71.
Yes, because there's only 52 weeks in a
71.
year.
And I was like, and that's not even, think about it, that's only on my account. So that's if
Yeah.
if you ordered it
Yeah.
or someone else ordered it. I was like, I must absolutely have over 100 transactions on Just Eat.
Wow. So what would you say
Ridiculous.
last year? Would you have had a takeaway more than maybe twice a week?
There
Or
was-
at least once a week
There
you would
was
have had it.
weeks where I wouldn't have any, where I'd just be like, oh, I've got
Yeah.
food shopping, whatever. But then there's weeks, especially in summer, when that hangover was hangovering.
Mm.
There was like days that I would have 3 takeaways a day.
Really?
I ate for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
It's funny, innit? When you're hungover, your belly is an empty pit.
And it's just like you want everything.
Yeah.
Everything.
You want it
Morning, you're like,
all.
oh my God, I'm going to get this. Afternoon, oh fuck it, I fancy pizza. Evening, oh God, I want Caribbean food. It's like every single minute. It's like,
Yeah.
oh yeah. Nope, that's why I'm not drinking
But it's
this
a
year.
lot.
I'm not smoking.
Yeah,
and I'm
okay.
not eating takeaway
Do it.
until summer
Do
comes
it.
and I'm like,
Yeah, and next minute, oh, let's get the rosé out again.
Get the rosé prosecco out.
Let's do a rosé prosecco evening in my garden. I'm like, okay, girl, I'll be there. But yeah, I don't have anything
No,
more
neither do
to,
I.
yeah, but I just hope everyone starts off their new year in a lovely and bright way. And I'm sending
Positive.
you like some good energy and some good juju, and just, we've got this.
We've got this 2024.
2024. We've got it. We love you.
Love you. See you soon.
Bye.